Well, I know what some of you are asking. Why is it I put this cup in so many videos? It's simply because I like this and I don't give a fuck what other people think. Well, that's the title of the video. Why you shouldn't give a fuck. Think about it. No matter what you wear, how you dress, there's somebody's going to say something stupid about it. You can wear whatever shirt or pants or shoes or whatever, or however you have your clothes. There's someone's going to say something about it. No matter how you have your hair, I don't care how you do it. I don't care if you dress conservatively or liberally. I don't care how you have your hair. Somebody's going to have something to say about it. So why should you give a fuck about what someone else thinks or what they say about anything? About, how you dress. And the same thing a lot of times the way you talk. I mean, you shouldn't be disrespectful or rude or anything. But let's face it, sometimes you're going to say something you don't mean. And, you should apologize for it, of course. But if they're not unwilling to allow you to apologize, they're unwilling to forgive you, why give a fuck? Those are the same people that'll expect you to forgive them if you say something they don't like. So why should you give a flying fuck? Like, you're driving. Like, for example, I'll give you an example of me driving. I had my old truck, and I'm driving. I stopped behind this older man by a red light. I have degenerative arthritis in my neck due to a car accident. So I'm kind of rubbing my neck, moving my neck a little bit because, my neck's in pain. I'm stretching my neck muscles. And also, it was early morning. It was kind of cold. And I saw like little white smoke coming out of my tailpipe. So I was looking at that to make sure it was, nothing serious because, it's an old truck and it had given me problems before. And of course, he starts looking at me like I'm doing it to him. It's like, hey, dumbass, you wear a red light. Obviously, everything I'm doing is probably something with me, not you, But, why should I give a fuck what he thinks that he's upset? Why should I give a flying fuck? Like, teaching science labs, for example, out of college. My body's in pain and everything from working out. Worked out a long time, workout, so a student asked for help. And, you kind of move in a certain way because, your body hurts, your legs hurt. You just did squats and everything. So you kind of a little bit of pain. And they're, well, if you don't want to help me, you don't have to. They don't ask you why you might, if you're okay, if there's something wrong. No. So why should you, if they do this to you or to me, why give a fuck? Why be so serious? Think about that. Because, I took Calc 2. I was in college a long time ago. I remember this day. This is one of the few people that I can actually say I would respect. I come to class. I'm a bit sick. The professor says hi to me. And I kind of grumble back, hi. Because I'm not feeling well. My throat's hurting. And he simply asked me, are you feeling okay? I said, no, I'm sick. He said, okay. He understood that and he was respectful for it. But most people, they'll get pissed off because they think you're just being rude to them. Everything is about them, You're in a hospital, having to wait in an emergency room. An African-American lady will be, you hear, they're making us wait because we're inward, blah, blah, they're making us wait, even though they came in after you. So why should you give a fuck what these people think? Anybody in particular. Why? If you're a guy, you open a door for someone or you say hi to a woman and they get upset. Why should you give a fuck? Just walk away, ignore them. You are under no obligation to respond back to people that are being rude to you because they got upset with something you may have did or said on accident. Because sometimes, you may come across as rude or something you don't mean to. And they're not asking you, why, you may have said something or told you that, hey, that was kind of, offensive or unpleasant. You shouldn't say that, and then you get a chance to explain it back to them. And they're like, okay, we understand. But most people aren't like that. They're just going to go off and act stupid. And, of course, if it's in reverse, they expect you to forgive them and understand their situation. You can probably not even make out that word serious, can you? But why give a fuck, That's how you're driving, you see you're driving, deal with these other drivers, listening to music, sing along with music or whatever, and people give you, I don't sing along to music, I see people doing it all the time, And, other people are saying stupid things about it, but who gives a flying fuck what you, if you're happy with yourself, don't give a fuck what other people think. The way you want to dress is the way you want to dress. As long as you're not Now, I want to tell you this though. If you're wearing clothes that are skimpy clothes, which you're okay to do it, nothing wrong with it, and people are staring at you, you really can't get upset with them staring at you because people are going to look. But, you shouldn't give a fuck that they are looking at you. Don't give a fuck. You're under no obligation to give a fuck, so why do it? Because you're making it as if they're more important than they actually are. Do not give a fuck. Your life would be so much easier if you just don't give a fuck about someone else because they're upset about something you may have said or done, and you try to explain to them, what you meant by it, and they don't want to listen, or, they don't like a certain shirt you have on, or, you go to a mall or something, they don't like a certain article of clothing you have. Why do you give a fuck? Or they get upset because you're not feeling well and they're taking it personally. Why give a fuck? Seriously, why give a fuck at all? You're under no obligation to give a fuck. Thanks. Feel free to like, subscribe, feel free to watch any of my other videos. You can check out my website that's at the bottom of this, in the description. Free to leave a comment. Thanks. And remember this, don't give a fuck.